Ta-da! We did it. Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome back to the channel. This is Butterfly Square Garden. My name is Jason Sebastian, and today is day 12 of drawing a portrait every day for a year. I'm so happy to see you. I hope you're happy to be back. For anyone who's returning, anyone who's new, we're going to do the same thing. As always, we're going to start out with the facial planes and the structures of the head. And then we're going to move into drawing the details. We're using our same layering technique. It's been working really well. We're getting better every single day. Yes, and don't forget to like and subscribe. We're a growing community of artists. Don't be a stranger. Let me know who you are. And this will be a lot of fun. So that's really it. I'm going to talk and draw for a little while, and then I'll add in some music, and I hope that's good enough for everybody. Oh, we're starting 1 minute earlier than usual. I think I'm getting better at this. I've got a mirror in front of me. I don't really need it yet. So what's the first thing that we do? You guys should be well aware of how to start drawing. We start with a circle or a ball. I like to use Andrew Loomis's method. He's written Fun with a Pencil and How to Draw the Hands, the Head and Hands. Ta-da! It's very light, but that's a circle, right? And then we divide the circle in half, length up and down for our midline and our brow line. Chop the sides off. Very good, very good. You can barely see that, but that's what I did. And then we go. We count out 4. So that's the brow line, that's the hairline, eye line, nose line, chin line, bring it down on the sides, to complete the face. That's what it looks like. Very light, but that's what I do. I'm using this as a model. What's the first thing I do, everybody? I like to start with the glabella because it's right in the middle of the face. And according to Andrew Loomis, you start at the midline and then you work your way out from there. God knows. And then the cheekbones, the chin. Oops. Something's going on with my pencil where it's kind of scratchy. I don't like when that happens. Underneath the nose is the mouth. like I may have rushed a little bit today. And then we've got the eye area. It ain't gonna be perfect, but we are trying to get close, approximate. And the facial planes even include the eyelids, which I used to be afraid to draw, but they're not so scary anymore. I don't know how I feel about this. So I'm going to continue with shading in the areas that need shading. Oh, and I forgot to do the ears. So now I'm going to do that in a second. So that's still really light, sorry you can't see it. But if you're following along, yours is probably going to look very similar. That pretty much completes the scaffolding for the facial planes. Let me hold it up for you. I got it as close as I could. Ta-da! So really all I have to do now is put my face on top of that face. And I'm done using the colored pencil. I can't even find it. There it is. Just doing a little doodly do on top. Alright. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. That's how you do the facial planes, even though you can barely see it. I'm now going to move in with my number 2 pencil, and I'll put on some music for you guys, so hope you enjoy the video, follow along, or do something on your own. I'll see you in a bit. Bye! not perfect, but I put in most of the details with my pencil. Things seem a little bit weird. I think I made my face too wide today. I put in the eyelids and they gave me, it's a really weird giant face, eyes. So anyways, now I'm going to use my pen. I've got 20 minutes. I don't want to take forever. All right. Anything else I want to say? I mean, I just got to practice more, but I'm glad that I at least put everything more or less in the right spot. Let's see how it looks when I add some pen. I don't want to go over the whole thing. I'm just going to try to do the highlights, and I mean the darkest spots, the opposite of the highlights. So I will get back to you when I'm done with that. Let's see how it goes. Bye. Okay, everybody, so I went over the outlines with pen, and I'm happy with the way it looks so far. This is usually about where I start to mess up by overdoing it with the pen. So what do I want to do here? I think I want... if anyone has any comments, I think I'm gonna go in and put in some of the, details with the pen. But again, this is where I usually mess up, so I'm going to try really hard not to overdo it. And yeah, I'll see if there's anything else I can add with the pencil first, and then I'll finish up with the pen. We've got about 10 minutes left, so wish me luck, everybody. Okay, everybody. I feel like even with a huge amount of restraint, I still overdid it, but maybe I overdid it a little bit less than I usually do, which in my case is a huge success. Yeah, because it's only 1 day difference. You know, I literally just did this all yesterday. So if I can just get a little bit of an improvement every single day, that's really good. So the last thing that I do is going to be the eyelashes. How many eyelashes do we have, everybody? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 9. It always makes me look super girly. Not that boys don't have long eyelashes. As a boy, I have long eyelashes, but I'm also a boy girl. Non-binary character. Okay, I'm going to throw the pencil down and say, ooh, look at that messy spot right there. I can't quite be done leaving that like the way that it is. Because there's a shadow underneath my head. Okay, so it's super messy and overworked, but I'm actually quite happy that it's not as messy and overworked as usual. I'm going to put in a little more shadows with the eyes really quickly and try to make them even, because usually I shade one eye more than the other. Okay, so that's what I look like today. I really didn't want to overdo it. Maybe I overdid it in some spots, underdid it in some other spots. I'm going to do a pink background today. Hooray! So let's do that first. And I actually did use a paper on top so I could smudge less, and it did work. I did smudge less today. What else happened to me today? So my brother called me and said that he got COVID. So he's been getting tested. His wife doesn't have it yet, but who knows? So I went and got tested today. I have been feeling sort of congested and wheezy, but that's literally because I've been smoking a lot of tobacco. That's what happened after I stopped drinking and smoking weed. I picked up tobacco, but it immediately started giving me a smoker's cough, and then last night my ears were really hot, so I thought something was wrong, and then I got the call. But I got tested in the rapid test. They said they'd call me if I was positive, and they didn't call me, which makes me think it was negative. And the PCR test, I'll find out by Saturday. Today's Thursday. And then I got a call from my dad, who got an angioplasty while on vacation for his anniversary with my mom in Mexico. And the first one went really well, but then there were complications, and he ended up getting a second angioplasty, which was more involved, but they're both, I mean, he's still alive right now, so that's good. Thanks, God. If you guys want to pray for us, that would probably be nice. He actually called me while I was doing this video, and I didn't pick up because I just wanted to finish the video. I'll call him as soon as I'm done drawing, but yeah, hopefully I didn't miss an opportunity to speak to him, if you know what I mean. I'm sure it's fine. They would have kept calling me if something actually bad happened. They have really messy lines on the outside. So that's what that looks like. Let's flip it upside down. If there's something wrong with the face, generally you can see it when you flip it upside down, but you know, it's not the worst drawing I've done. It's probably one of the better drawings I've done. I'm still getting used to like figuring out how outlines work, because in real life we don't have outlines, but when I draw with outlines, it looks really good. So I'm kind of in the middle of figuring out how that works. Get my blue pencil. Today is December 2, 2021. JSJ, butterfly insignia. And it's 1 hour, like 7 minutes. It's been an hour. I'm gonna, I talked for like 7 minutes. And then, yes. Let's do a little side-by-side comparison. Ugh. I always gotta get that book out of the way. So that's the work I did today. I can see it's lopsided, but I don't care. I'm not going back into the drawing. I don't like how that looks. I wish there wasn't so much glare. I need to tape like a tissue paper on top of the light because that removes the glare. Mom, what would happen? It would totally cover my phone if I did that. So anyways, judging by the work I did today versus the work I did yesterday, I didn't want to overwork it. And, oh goodness, there's one more thing I want to do. I didn't like how flat my head was looking. Now I have a really bad outline. So yeah, I was like, I don't want to overwork my drawing, and I thought I did, but when I compare it to the work I did yesterday, it's like much better. So my face is really wide here, and the eyes are really big. I look like a fish with my eyes like that. I don't know if that makes any sense. Yeah, it just looks really wide. I need to make a longer face because you can see I have like a really narrow, long face. So that's something I'll focus on next time. I always notice that with the facial planes. The one in the book, it's like kind of square, and my face is more like not square. Which I did capture in a lot of drawings, and you'll see when I go through them. So this is my third day using a pen. I'm pretty happy with it. Like, I remembered to shade as dark as I could before I added the pen, because in the other ones, I kept trying to shade underneath the work I had already done. Oh my god, that one is super overworked. Compared this to 2 days ago, you're like, oh wow, that's really good. I'm pretty happy with that. I just wish there wasn't such a glare. Let's keep going back. That's my old microphone. I don't need to use that anymore. And I've only been drawing for 12 days, and like I keep saying, I have done this project several times before, but I never stuck with it, and I had never even done the anatomy. I just was drawing exactly what I was looking at, and according to Andrew Loomis's book, Drawing the Head and the Hands, that's like the worst way to do it. So if you guys want to learn a little something from me, that's something that you could have learned. I'm pretty happy with it. It looks really overworked to me in person, but for some reason the camera doesn't pick up most of the dark spots. I make sure to put in my eyelids. Back in the earlier ones, none of them have any eyelids. I was just skipping it. It was just scribbly dibbly dibbly. Scribble, 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 scribble. That one I'm kind of happy looking. I haven't had a happy looking one in a while because I'm so serious when I draw. Look at the difference, guys. That's a huge difference. And one more. Ta-da! Hooray! So this is 12 days work of difference. There's like no shadow, no definition. I just scribbled. That's really it. There's nothing else to say. I got to show you guys my old works. All of the older ones, I want to like take an eraser and clean it up because while I was drawing, I smudged it so bad. So I need to get a scanner for Christmas or something so that I could upload them before they get ruined. One more time, today's versus yesterday's. And I'm pretty happy with the results. Pretty happy. Ta-da! That's my drawing for today, everybody. What do you think? Tell us what you think of the drawing. My name's Jason Sebastian, Butterfly Square Garden. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Don't be a stranger. Let us know who you are, what kind of work you're doing. Are you following me? Are you doing your own thing? Can you do better? Can you teach me anything? Do you need help with anything? I've had long enough video, but I'm actually pretty happy with this. I have been uploading them to my social medias, so I'm going to keep doing that. Now I'm going to upload the video, and then I'm going to edit in some music, and I don't know why, but YouTube always makes the music so freaking loud, and my microphone was not loud enough before, but I'm learning how to edit and do all of the fun stuff. Happy December for whatever holidays you celebrate. Spend time with your family. If you can make your own family. We can be an artistic family online. Peace and love and blessings, and I'm so happy that we did it today. That's 12. Oh, that's the last thing I gotta do is the countdown. Today is, I gotta stop drawing on top of the other drawings because it's ruining them. 3:54. Countdown, countdown. It's so funny. I went so dark with the pencil, and it's like you can still barely see it. But next to the pen, it's really good. So I keep making the neck too thick and having to erase it. But, you know, there's nothing wrong with using a little bit of an eraser. Just try not to go overboard. And I still have all this pencil and pen on my hand. I'm really happy that we did this. It's like the most important thing in my life right now, and I got to go call my dad and see how he's doing because he called me while I was drawing, and I didn't pick up the phone because I wanted to not have to edit a video together. So we've got an hour and 15 minutes. I went overboard, but I'm getting better at layering, you know, because there's a difference. We're not trying to draw the whole thing with each layer. We're just like remembering where the highlights are, and then with the pen just only going for the dark spots. So that's what I really tried to do today, was use it for an outline and then only use it for like the actual darkest spots in the drawing. And the camera is picking it up pretty well. So one last time, get it up close. This is what we did. Love you guys, and I'll see you tomorrow. I'll try to upload earlier. I stopped smoking and drinking, so this is like, you know, all I got. And, ooh, another thing. Drawing has been so good for my mental health. Like, I don't know about you guys, but my mind, I have like intrusive thoughts. There's always, and especially now that I don't have my vices, it's like, we get really caught up in our heads, but when you're drawing, it's using the nonverbal part of your brain. So if you play sports, if you drive, you know, and you just get into that flow state where you're just like easy peasy, you go into a trance, like that's what happens with drawing. And I'm glad that I make these, I can stop talking while I draw. I used to talk through the whole video and it would mess me up, but now I play the video so I can shut up. And clear my mind. It's been so good for drawing like an hour and a half every day. It's been so good for clearing my mind. So, yeah, we're 12 days in, and soon it'll be a year. A year will go by, and that'll be it. I can see there needs to be more shadow here. There needs to be more shadow here. But I did draw it in the book. You just can barely see it. If I tilt it, you can see it, but then it's on an angle. So anyways, look at me, I've got a giant head, everybody. All right, bye. I'm done talking. I'll see you guys tomorrow for the exact same thing, but hopefully I'll do a little bit better and show me your work. Like and subscribe. Don't be a stranger. Tell me how to make a better video and a better drawing. Okay, bye.